every human being is craving for someone who can listen to them. Do we agree?
It's a continuous process of educating yourself. Just because you do a business and people trust you doesn't mean that you should think you know everything.
Accepting failure as part of the process of learning and as part of the process of being successful.
I had to fulfill my dream of becoming a medical doctor.
We came up with a unique framework known as business process intelligence.
Why can I not be that PR? Be that person that will rally bloggers and then give them a strategy to go out there and tell stories.
It's good to diversify. One area fails, you should be able to pick up with the other.
You have to be delusional about the dream you have.
When we talk about diversity and dynamism, which is the theme of today, we look at it as growth.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jude, for this opportunity. As you can see, to present myself, I don't even know where to start from because the challenges of life has made us to do so many things. And there used to be this quote that a jack of all trades, master of none. But they don't always complete it to say it's better than. It's always better than someone who knows how to do just one thing. So there is this category of people that they are often overlooked. They call them the mavericks. These are people that are excellent at doing so many things, and they tend to become very confused because whatever they touch, they do relatively well. So most of us have those challenges because when you are a smart person, I can identify a lot of smart people here, they have that challenge. If I start this one, I will do it. If I put my energy, I'll do it. So there's always that problem. Now, what we try to do is try to canalize that energy into making something more substantial, more useful, more impactful, because at the end of the day, it's all about impact. So I started out designing logos sometime back 2016, 2017. But now I was doing logo as a food process engineering student back then for mostly food businesses. Then we would do this thing 1 year, 2 years, and the people will close. There was one logo that I did sometime, ND Chicken. That logo was so nice. I liked it a lot. But 1.5 years down the line, the brand was closed. The lady was no longer using the logo. Nothing was happening. I thought it was only in Cameroon. Fortunately for me, there was a company in Australia also called, and we got the opportunity to work together, do a logo. It was a coffee shop. 1 year later, I want to talk. The number is no more connecting. Nothing happened. I checked. Business is closed. So I realized that the problem was not logo. These people were doing these logos, but at the end of the day, something was fundamentally wrong, which was the business itself. So I transitioned from logo to being a business enthusiast, trying to understand business, what is really happening, especially food processing businesses. What is holding us back and all of that. And I choose food processing business because of background knowledge. Say, okay, since you know how to produce these things, you know how it's happening, maybe we can help these people go beyond logos. So that is how we began to do these things. And then at the end of the day, there's always a need to coin it well so that when somebody reads it on LinkedIn, it should sound nice. That is why I said, okay, how can we now package this whole thing so that somebody who is not into logo food processing can understand us? At the end of the day, we came up with a unique framework known as business process intelligence. The ability to help a struggling business go from hunting clients left and right to having a structured process that will make them have continuous inflow. This is a unique mechanism that took a lot of time to develop from 2020 right up to today, but it does not come without its price. We have built applications. We built a full-blown agricultural app known as AgriSuit, and then we ended up closing the project because we did not make a single franc, but we spent close to 8 million in web services, data buying, a lot of things. So we lost a lot of money, and then I was like, well, at the end of the day, we need to just learn and move on. So I left there after that project because I thought that it was going to be my life-changing project. I realized that we ended closing up the app without making 100 francs. I mean, the only person who showed interest was a certain farmer in Israel that asked more information. After over 1,000 followers on Facebook, a lot of posts on LinkedIn, we had 0 francs. And we were very young. We had no responsibilities. But now people started feeling the need for family responsibility. Some founders gave up. We're 5 of us that started the whole project. A lot of people backed out. And then I came and sat in my own small corner and said, okay, now that AgriSuit is gone, what can I do? I went back to what I knew best, designing logos. So I took it again. I started pushing, and later on, we said, okay, now that this thing is picking up, 2020, COVID and all of that, the media became very interesting. A lot of people became interested to learn. And that is where we created Simplified Learning Academy, which is where we teach people how to do these creative works. Unfortunately for us, we were also struggling to this design until AI came. And now we now brought in the AI workflow and partnered with Grits Gateway and some companies in the US that are able to send us specialized courses and experts that are helping our own people learn AI. Why? Because most AI jobs, they always say you can earn $50 an hour, $100 an hour, but you have to be located in the UK, in Canada, in the US. You cannot be from Cameroon. So it was a challenge. So this company was like, okay, if people can build competence from Cameroon and prove to us that you have the internet that can sustain, we too can be able to send jobs to you people. That is how we created. So in a nutshell, if I want to summarize who I am just a struggling logo designer who is trying to help businesses grow every day by finding ways to get clients. So sometimes you see us on the streets in Limbe trying to create distribution channels. You see us going to Mbopi, everywhere. In fact, we're just on the street. I'm very close on the field with Mr. Jude because at the end of the day, all these things that we say, if we are not on the field, there is nothing that will happen. So we leave the office and we find ourselves discussing with distributors, taking contacts to be sure that, okay, this peanut that is in your table, if you say that you want to take it seriously, how can we make sure that people are ready to buy? That is it. So if you are looking for somebody who will help you make sales, now you define.
What a way to end it. Not really you define. I mean, I like the fact that he said something. We keep struggling, which is very important, but we don't call it struggling because it's a process. Nobody really struggles like that. We keep working. I enjoy everything I do because to me, it's just part of the process. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful.